Silence is deceiving. Its manifestation is materializing. Right now. Have you ever noticed how you spend your time asking for things, wanting things, searching for things? You want more money, you want love, you want health, you want emotional stability, you want change, you want clarity, you want purpose. And it seems like you're always asking, always waiting, always wanting something. But there's a detail that almost no one has told you, and it's going to be a huge game changer for you today. Everything you desire is already taking shape at this very moment. Not tomorrow, not next month, not when the universe solves it. Now, while you breathe, while you think, while you exist. But there's a problem, and it's a problem that prevents you from realizing what's already happening. Everything first takes shape on an invisible level, on an energetic plane, on a non-material plane. It is in this invisible territory, which is as real as the ground you walk on, that your desires begin to take shape even before any external sign appears. And because you don't see this process happening, you panic. You think, nothing is changing. The universe isn't listening to me. The law of attraction doesn't work for me. And because of this vibrational blindness, you do the worst thing possible. You give up before you receive anything. You revert to old patterns, back to the old vibe, back to autopilot. And without realizing it, it interrupts a process that was already in its favor. Now let me show you what no one has explained to you. Nothing you desire is static. Everything is under construction. There's a movement happening in your direction, even when you'd swear everything is the same. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how this process works. I'll explain the quantum mechanism behind it to you. I'm going to reveal to you how the universe is already aligning paths for you. And I'll show you how to develop the confidence you need to not interrupt what's already happening. Because when you understand the invisible process, when you learn to perceive what is happening beyond the material world, the event ceases to be luck. It becomes energy reading. So let's start with the foundation of everything. Modern physics has discovered something that changes absolutely everything. There is an unseen reality, an energy field that sustains all possibilities. Nikola Tesla already talked about this. Joe Dispenza elaborates on this. The Bible symbolizes this. Science has proven this. This field is what we call quantum field, the place where everything exists in potential. And guess what? Your desire exists within you, now, whole, complete, available. Nothing you want is yet to be created. It already exists in a vibrational state. He only needs one channel, you. When you want something, you send a signal to that field. When you imagine something, you give vibrational form to that desire. When you believe, you activate the corresponding frequency. And at that moment, not later, the universe begins to assemble the invisible pathways. These paths are what I call energy construction lines. You don't see it. You don't listen. You don't touch it. But they are working behind the scenes, connecting you to what you asked for. The universe is starting to rearrange people, seize opportunities, to create unlikely encounters, plant ideas in your mind, to create circumstances that seem random, but are meticulously planned. And here's a new metaphor. Just to make things clear, imagine an entire city being built beneath the fog. You look from afar and think everything is still, everything is empty. But inside, machines are working. Engineers are designing, structures are being erected, but you can't see anything because the fog covers everything. When the sun finally rises and reveals the city, you think, my God, this appeared out of nowhere. But he didn't show up. It had already been under construction for months. You just couldn't see it. That's exactly how it is with your manifestation. There is an underground phase, an invisible phase, a silent phase. A phase where everything is happening without any external signs. And because you see nothing, you doubt. And when you doubt, you revert to the old vibration. And when you revert to the old vibe, you disconnect from the building block. And when you disconnect, you interrupt what was coming. And then you think, it doesn't work. Now, let me explain a fundamental part of the process. How can you tell if the invisible lines are working in your favor? There are 4 main signs, completely different from the original text, but which follow the same structural logic. 1. Small, improbable alignments. You think of something and out of nowhere it appears. Someone mentions an idea you are looking for. A tiny opportunity arises out of nowhere. These are not coincidences. They are called from the countryside. 2. Micro doors that open. It's not the big demonstration yet. It's a small invitation, a small chance, unexpected information, a discrete path that moves. It's the universe asking, are you paying attention? Are you going to walk? 3. Internal adjustments. Your anxiety decreases. Your confidence increases. You start to feel it without being able to explain it. The vibration begins to change before reality. This is true vibrational alignment. 4. Impulses, ideas, and inspirations. An idea comes along and it seems obvious. A person appears in your intuition. A place seems to be calling you. Something inside you is saying, go now. This isn't your mind making things up. This is the field guiding you. And here comes perhaps the most important part. You are not a spectator. You are a co-creator. The universe opens doors, but you go in. The universe shows the way, but you travel. The universe sends ideas. But you execute. Without you, nothing happens. Without the universe, nothing flows. It's a dance. Now, how can we remain at peace while everything is being built in the invisible realm? Here is the new protocol. Same format, brand new content. 1. Active faith, not passive faith. Faith is not about waiting for signs. Faith is carrying certainty even in silence. 2. Observe subtle signs. The demonstration starts small. You need to notice the invisible before the visible appears. 3. Neutralize the doubt immediately. Doubt is corrosive. Doubt dissolves lines of construction. Doubt will take you off course. 4. Advance gratitude. Giving thanks before seeing is what speeds up the process. Gratitude tells the universe, I received it. You can continue building. Now you have a clear understanding of the process. You know how the hidden side works. You understand why the wait. Do you understand the reason for the silence? And now you can trust, not through desire, but through understanding. The phrase I want you to declare today is, I trust the invisible process. Write in the comments, feel, speak out loud. And if you want to delve deeper into this and become a conscious co-creator, not someone who manifests one thing or another, but someone who manifests their entire life, the links are in the description. Thank you for staying until the end. See you in the next video.